What's up guys, it's Darius, and today I'm going to be going over another Final Fantasy 15 secret with you guys. Now this time we're actually going to be showing you in one video how to go against the highest level boss in the game at level 120, and also how to get arguably the best weapons to have in the game for basically any encounter, which is the Zwill Crossblades. Now, when you actually try to get both of these, you're basically going to be knocking out two birds with one stone, because in order to get these, you're going to have to go against this level 120 boss. But for right now, let me just tell you how to actually start this process in the first place. So basically what you need to do is sometime, basically I think after you've completed the story, I'm not sure if you can do it before you've completed the story, but I did this after I completed the story. But I visited this man in Naglfar. Basically what you're gonna have to do is visit this old man basically in an alleyway, and he's gonna set you off on 5 different tasks, and each task is to actually beat a fairly high level, fairly big monster. And every time you kill one of these monsters, you're going to get a material from them. Now every time you actually kill one of these monsters he sets you off to get, when he does, he sets a certain point on the map. So it's basically self-explanatory. When you get the quest, it's basically go to this point and kill this monster. But when you kill the monster, something's gonna drop from him, and you're actually gonna go back to the old man in Naglfar, give him the material, and every time you give him a material, he's actually gonna give you a weapon in return. You get 5 weapons in all, but the best one to come out of this is the last step from the level 120 boss. Now I actually didn't get footage of the first 3 steps, but like I said, the first 3 steps, or basically all the steps in this quest, are very self-explanatory. They tell you exactly where to go and what to beat, and every time you go to that location, it's very blatant and clear what you're supposed to be going against. But the last step basically for this is where you'll actually be encountering the level 120 monster. Now this is actually going to be one of the harder bosses or enemies you fight in the game, just because of the fact that he is a level 120, and basically no matter what level you are, every one of his hits are going to be one-hit KOs. So basically what you need to do is visit this base in this location, as you see on screen right now, and you need to visit it at nighttime because he will not appear in the morning at all. You actually just need to go to nighttime. A certain trick that I actually learned when trying to fight this monster, because I had actually eaten some meals to, you know, give me more HP and more attack, was I actually did a quest, or I did a hunt that required it to be nighttime, and that actually fast forwarded the time to be nighttime, and then I was able to travel back and he was just there. So you don't have to actually wait for it to be nighttime for this to happen. So yeah, if it's not nighttime where you are right now and you're ready to take on this thing, just try that trick. Go to Taka at the Hammerhead base, and he has a large flan hunt that basically requires it to be nighttime, and you're able to stay there till it is. So yeah, that's basically some sort of trick you can do to kind of fast forward this whole process. But anyways, once you get there, like I said, every one of his attacks are just going to one-hit KO you, including your team. So don't get too upset if basically your whole team is wiped out. You kind of have to rely on Noctis at this point. For me personally, because I had a whole bunch of elixirs and high potions and phoenix downs and all that stuff, I got one person at least up, and that person actually was Prompto. So basically throughout this whole fight, what I did was I had on spells that would basically have the second effect of stop. So if you have any spells or anything that you can make with the second spell, the second part of the spell being stop is good, because apparently this guy is weak to stop spells. Me personally, every time I used stop or some sort of magic that had stop on it, it really didn't work that well, but I've seen other people do it, so it definitely works. Maybe I just had some bad luck. But what I basically did with Prompto was, because this monster isn't really weak to anything, what I basically had Prompto do was just use Piercer over and over again, and on top of the fact that I was using Power EX, which increased my attack even more, I was basically able to do more damage than usual. And I also just kind of came to the realization and just came to the fact that I'm going to get hurt a lot. There's really no point in trying to be ultra strategic around this monster, because he's very powerful, and like he has a lot of attacks that are very area based, and is kind of really, it's hard to get around them. There's only a couple attacks where you could properly dodge them if you're, you know, if you're basically waiting for it. But other than that, what I basically did was just have Prompto keep using Piercer, that which lowered down his defense. I made sure that my Power EX was on, and I used a Great Sword to basically warp attack right to him, and he basically would take a pretty good amount of damage, because you know, obviously when you warp strike to someone from a certain distance, the damage is increased by a certain amount. So yeah, it was basically just me over about, I would say 30 minutes probably, maybe even less than that, just having Prompto keep using Piercer. Occasionally I would switch him out for Gladiolus and use Dawn Hammer, but most of the time it was Prompto using Piercer, using a lot of, you know, basically debuffs on him, and then just attacking him. At one point later on in the battle, for some reason, he actually wasn't able to do damage to me at all, so it was kind of a piece of cake afterwards. But yeah, me and Prompto just basically wailed on him after that. I don't know why occasionally. Sometimes the enemies in this game can't do damage to you, but that happened. But anyways, after you beat him, you're going to get the material that you need, and you're going to go right back to the old man and install him. And once you do, he's going to give you the Zwill Crossblades. And I haven't actually tried these out for myself, but I do see a lot of people using them, and quite frankly, I can't argue with them being a pretty good weapon. So what I'm probably going to do for my loadout from now on is just have on these crossblades with Ulrich's kukris, as well as the Ultima blade, and that'll probably be my setup from now on. And I honestly needed these just because it's part of a process for getting down the Adamantoise, which I'll probably do a video on as well. But yeah, that's basically how you beat the highest level boss in the game, as well as getting probably the most powerful weapons in the game as well, Zwill Crossblades. But let me know what you guys think of this video. If you already had Zwill Crossblades, let me know how you got it and what was your process and how long did it take to take out this monster, the Naglfar. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, let me know how you did it, and if it's one of your favorite weapons. Do you like to use other weapons over it though? Let me know all that down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with others that might enjoy and might benefit from this video, and please subscribe for more Final Fantasy 15 videos in the future, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.